Here.
Kurt,
Yes.
Steve,
Yes.
Wes,
Here.
Kirk,
Here.
Gene, John.
Here. And officially invited the resignation proven. Where we, guess first approval of the minutes.
I move we approve the minutes.
I second.
Letter 215 from attorney who is based in New Jersey, from Shelley. It's in reference to the Eastbury Road power. I just started reading it. Basically saying that this law, public law, that they don't have to go through the process of planning and zoning that apply to all the applications. You don't have to go through powers other than powers in the public right of way. Increase the height by 10%. Changes in the height should be measured from the original frame. Powers in the public right of way. We don't have any. It involves adding the appurtenance to the body of the tower that would protrude from the edge of the tower more than 20 feet, or more than the width of the tower structure. Level of the appurtenance. They got a tower that's 12 by 12 inches by 12 inches and more. Have to be placed more than the width of the tower. All those ones are putting on there are larger. Can you say up to 20 feet though? It involves adding an appurtenance to the body of the tower that would protrude from the edge of the tower of more than 20 feet, or width of the tower structure, the level of the appurtenance, whichever is greater. For other eligible support structures, it involves adding appurtenance to the protecting structure that would protrude from the edge of the structure by more than 6 feet. Towers like these, what about the towers that are wide about it? Wider. Yeah.
So,
20 feet, then it would be. Yeah. Yeah, Frank Harper. Yeah. These probably bigger than yes. Assuming there are some that are bigger than 20 feet, that would be. Most of ours are That guy there, he's the same width all the way up.
Did we give them any problems when we talked about this last month?
No.
That they would send us?
And you
It's not the map this week. Oh, it is not. Different.
And this isn't the horizon.
Yeah, I didn't see the.
Yeah.
Shelley's been challenged on these already. She's been in one. So. We're trying to be consistent.
You can't. You're gonna get these lawyers involved in it.
No, it says you can't deny. You still have, you know, you give it to them anyway. But you said you can.
Right, we could still ask them for the information.
So what I,
Says you can't exceed more than 4 cap.
Yeah, 4 cap. Is that?
As for any eligible support structure, it involves the installation of more than the standard number of new cabinets for the technology involved, but not to exceed 4.
You could.
Yeah, can't have any more than 4 new cabinets.
you're talking the box, it's it.
I'm assuming
That's. Yeah. The way to continue well now, there's gonna be another. Is there? And what they sent to me. If we wanted to last something. That can take maybe 2 days.
I was wondering how we had the 7. I wouldn't check that.
Yeah.
Those things were structural analysis.
It's the chain building permits, inspection certificates every 2 years on file on the Verity. Proof of bond and 2 estimates for restoration. Emergency contacts. Change of ownership must be on file with the town of Verity and transfer. Acknowledgement of consent letter on file with the town of Verity on transfer. Must be submitted.
We have all those requirements in the special use permit. Anyway, so those are already required.
Yeah.
If any of those happen, they should have to notify us anyway.
Right. If any of those change, they should tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Structural analysis thing, I mean, you gotta assume they wouldn't put something on there for didn't say, right?
It's really not the reason it's better than usual.
Yeah, true.
Well, when we send them, if we approve it, and we send it, they have special use permit, those 8 things that can add it, so.
You must have been getting some. Trouble somewhere else, they. Something was happening.
Yeah.
About,
Why they would have the lawyer come up with this?
you know,
Look, you read it, it acts like these are new to us.
yeah,
It's almost like they forgot these were, you know, maybe it's more the wording and how we're saying it to them, but as a reminder, for your special use permit originally issued, you need to have these, just put as a reminder, not that they're, you know, please submit this.
Right.
Cause this is kind of reading like we're overstepping our boundaries, like they never heard of this stuff.
Good.
That's not the case.
I don't think we've ever defined it.
No, it's a neat. It's in the purple hardball.
So it's not like I don't think this pertains. Like you said, it's something. It's a
But they don't wanna go through the process of, right? Is that what it's telling us? Which, so what? And so far, anything they've done is replace or add on a little power, they haven't done anything else instead. They got, those districts in.
But you know, so far that's all they've done. If we turn our backs and say, do whatever you want,
Well,
then it's gonna be a problem.
there is limitations, it's stated in. You can't go,
Yeah, but if they don't submit to us and tell us what they're doing, how will we know?
outside.
No, back to the original thing. They're supposed to anyways, is for the original. They're taking this, like I said, or really, we're not asking you to opinion. We're just kind of saying validate it. Hey, make sure you have this on file for your original special use board.
So but are they, when they wanna make the change, do they go to the Shelley? And make the official change, and then just gonna go ahead and do it?
Probably still gotta get a building permit. I didn't say in there that they didn't get a building.
Well, they did come to Shelley, right, Lee? You said, yeah, she, well, that's,
I don't think we're going to build. I think they're thinking they want to requesting all these additional stuff after the fact. Is what I'm saying.
Also, they made this thing that we have, originally stated that they can't be denied.
Right. Like,
So someone have been denying.
yeah, it wasn't us.
us.
was that dated?
On there for years. but we can't deny it. We've got communication.
Somewhere between our meeting and the attorney and Kirsten Wires got lost and maybe it's pulled out this thing better send it.
Yeah.
Reminding us that it deny a city. Oh, we didn't. That went to the wrong town.
Yeah,
That says 2014, well,
And
let's see what's going on.
So just, do you guys think we should, yeah. I was wondering, I was gonna ask Sean, what, if we give this to the town attorney to look at and review to see if she agrees with it, is that gonna cost something, or is that gonna just be part of her container fee that she charges regardless? Is everybody okay with that? Everyone look at it?
Don't want to hear about $800 bill.
so we say we could doing business the way we want to. It's a proof of the doing something.
Well, really? Yeah, the only problem with that is that Shelley's already approved two permits. With other companies. Or one other permit. Two. So we're not really keeping it for the same.
Well, we're asking, this is the response we're getting. If they're willing to give us the other response, then.
Yeah, but as long as our language is consistent with the first issue, this follow-up requests are just nine. People say, I think there was some misinterpretation of like our requirements, and we were just reading them off. And they hadn't changed since 2014. This to me sounds like he was portrayed that we're now requiring additional information that we did not require in 2014.
Well, this letter wasn't to one of the ones that came in front of us. This is a new application.
This is a new one.
So probably this is in response to Shelley saying you gotta go in front of the planning board.
Correct. And you have to have, and here's what we're requiring from the previous. ones. So, who did it?
Seems like one of these other outfits, everything, sort of, known about this. Well,
They've all been foraging. Just as long as we're still collecting our building, that's probably the biggest concern and so consistent, original
Get the
request.
fee from everybody.
And I think we should, get the feed from everybody and we'll continue to ask for the information and it's not subject, I guess we can't say it's subject to you giving this, we're approving it and we'd like to have, as a reminder for our print, we'd like to have this, can you please provide us updated?
And, the planning board is staying true to what we are
Right.
saying. when
Yeah. So if we get a hate letter back and we put it in the file and say, hey, we were consistent, these guys. Because who's following up with the bond request? So I guess that's my other question, just in general. So let's say they never put a tower up there, are we every 2 years reaching out and say, hey, did you guys?
I'm assuming that Shelley, when she reissues a special permit, these permitting, she does.
They send it to me, and I'd give them a before.
Oh, it was the guy that came in here, said it here 3 months ago when the power station came in. He lived over there. He's very, we had a discussion.
Well, it's the pole.
Yeah.
On the zoning board. If we request an RF. Yeah, and they said it.
Yeah.
They said it.
I don't know if that was started, I was just thinking. Go through our process, somebody's got a question, you know what I mean?
I say we better look at it in the time and then we just keep doing it. In the meantime, we like better to have people. Knowing that we never denied one anyways. So we don't even have to vote on that.
Before we get bottom, yes.
Next is the comprehensive plan. Unless there's another. Oh, well, before we go on to that, the new business, we probably should do something with the position we have. Still.
Right next door. Either Brent.
Haven't had resident last. One business job, business. Process.
So we also have very. We want to do the correct process. And then the town board change the rules. And now that guy, he doesn't want anything to do with the town. Never. It's pretty hard, right, Kurt?
Yep.
Well, I think if we're gonna do, we will learn our lesson. Yeah, like us. If we just have someone coming here to read slack.
I mean, we had, I don't know if you forget it, but.
I mean, volunteering.
Did we adopt it? System of the.
We did it, Tom Boyd.
Town board is what I'm saying. Cause I had an interview too, we were after that, I went through the questionnaire. All points. Committees. Things. Something when we get one person that applies. Still interview them, find out if even though then that's if nobody else you case you're volunteering your time. Out there the cost is it right someone that's also it's hard to find people that come to
And do the 4 hours of training. Don't forget that. And what's the other one you have to do now?
That sexual harassment.
Yeah, like
that's a statement.
it's a volunteer position.
I know in the town, but they don't have to do anything.
They don't?
No. Well, they gotta do, you gotta do that, and the training part, you don't have to do any of that, do you?
Recommendation. They don't require it for it. I know.
You gotta, you have to vote on this, it's something for the.
Move.
Yeah,
For second that one.
All in favor?
Can we advertise it on, make a recommendation to the town board?
Yeah, we can. We're just gonna give, what was said was we just give the town, tell the, consult with the town board and tell them that we're gonna advertise for the position and get their approval.
And while we're at it, where's the zoning folks? Are they all good? Do they need an alternate? They, I thought they got control.
Who do they see? You can talk to them.
Okay, go ahead. Just
You see it, it's there.
Well, they got rights, I want to, I'll be like,
Send it to them. Same.
well, the town board or the lead, you could set up our own.
And one blue. Okay. Couple of guys on the markets. I think. This stuff. I can read.
So you have to put the date out there before this date. Right?
Anything else on this new business? So, first item on the old business is the comprehensive plan. Got two proposals. That one from Brindle, one from Labella. They both came in and provided their information, and then after that they sent us the price. Well, I want to see them both side. What do you think that's going to change? I guess I think the next step is to make a recommendation to the board, town board, about which one we feel is most competent. Wendell's proposal had a few things in there that were that I had questions about. One of them was the fact that they required us to pay $1,667 in cash. Not sure if they mean actual cash or if they mean that those are funds that have to come from. The total, from what I got from their quote, the total that they're estimating is going to be $46,666. They anticipate the total cost of it to be. They, in their quote, they mentioned that only if the budget allows that they'll do a survey. I thought we started this thing with wanting a survey, so I think if there's any question, we gotta have a survey. The other thing was that they talked about doing an existing talked about doing an inventory of mapping resources. They're going to map existing land use and zoning. I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be. We just did that. We have that when we updated the testing group. I'm not sure what to say. Maybe I guess it could be if things have changed in 17. So their total was 36,666, and then Bella's was $29,800. The Bella's Barb's letter that she sent us. She's the one that would be the lead. I remember asking the Wendell guy about he didn't know who the most person would be. We use Bella. She says she'll be
What did the ballot say?
29,800. That doesn't include the $1,000 for the grant.
either one.
Not really, I didn't really see it clearly in the development of the grants.
It's the professional of administrative staff as well as costs for travel, printing and other out-of-pocket expenses. Say anything different.
We did it. Yeah. We did the grant.
666 that would be in here,
That's the required.
well, Labella says it'll take them 12 months to complete it. Labella has, they got 14 total municipalities in the county there. Between the villages and the towns, it's 14 total. And they're already working for 9. Labella. We gotta go down. Well, with one town.
Yeah, it was mentioned, he said, was it Kendall?
They work with Shelby on the solar. That was so. So. Sure what, everybody thinks is the next step.
It sounds like Wendell, who didn't listen to what we were saying, if we wanted the survey, that was our main purpose, was the survey. What he's giving us for $7,000 more.
More peace. Again, cross it. We don't know who's gonna do it.
The ladies more.
Look at the end of it, you look at the strengths of weaknesses. Now, they both were now, he was much more self-assured. He's not gonna be our liaison. In a consultative and a survey way, I think that Labella will do a much better job knowing our community. And will follow our lead. I get the impression that he had his own views. He'd be more inserting them into the process than letting us formulate the plan. That was just my own take on. He's definitely a salesperson, but she is there listening and kind of interacting and seeing what we were, where we're. He was just kind of plugging us in a little bit, and using lots of acronym stuff like we're all on the same page, and this is how he does it. Maybe you wrong with either one, but in fact, they missed the survey. That was the whole thing. We get the community involved, we get their input, and that's what comprehends on cloud.
Yeah.
Well, we did learn. I mean, I do like the fact that, about the implementation, about, figuring out what you actually can do. And we both hit on that. He's strong, but, we did learn from it. By having the two of them, but I think I like it well as far as they're familiar with us. We're not paying them just to catch up to see what we're at. We worked on it before.
Yep.
Take.
Probably must have been working in Murray's hormone protection plan. I got a meeting Wednesday and be the end of the agenda that she's going to present that to the planning don't know if it's keeping the identity implemented, so she's obviously working on that, and that was gonna be tied to this grant. To get this grant, we were gonna make the promise that we'd make a primary inspection for them. Larry's been working on one, I know that, and like I said, I saw on the agenda at this meeting that she's gonna present it to the one in the county, so he's gonna bring it to there and just go for that. Might take up the food with it. Actually. That's what. Well, I'm not to them. You get anything in your own? Yeah, I mean, we don't have to have a full blown.
Every day, the town boards have caps, we go, always gotta lean towards the dollar, we gotta be fiduciary taxpayer monies. And then we'd have a strong, harder letter if we were trying to go with the higher one in the service, so. Fact that discrepancy. 15%. And one has a survey that was requested and one has familiarity. Really should be the, those are two items. What? People in the house, I mean, have a survey. Survey is familiar with it, I mean, we have, I think, something from the report.
Oh, I saw the town board had an attorney.
Well, he's third, I'm just telling us, it's toilet board taking the high road.
That's the plan.
It's, yes.
Okay, well, I guess we need a motion for that.
Move we work in the development and work for also.
Right.
The county planning board.
It is, it's,
It hasn't been done Thursday.
they have to go in this phone. By the one by one.
Well,
Well, what's the tallest one?
No.
What, we don't have any business. It doesn't make sense, huh?
anything else?
So just to clarify, that tower application will pass into our owner before we okay it.
Well, this is,
You did. Julie did.
That letter
Yeah.
to us, right? It's just to Shelley, right?
yeah. It's a letter to Shelley because we're an applicant, we don't have to do these things, and we want our permit. So, I guess, give it to our attorney and see if he agreed.
It's a good way of summing that up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if they don't hear within 60 days, they get in there. Passing it off to the lawyer, drugs it off. You may have been listening Probably went to already.
We don't need to take just a third there.
It just, it's true. Without being. I knew Shelley, but Shelley already cared for it and issued it to them. You said there was two, so this one's already been. So typically we would see though, yeah, the application.
It's a bill, that's to see.
I think we're gonna have to if we're gonna stick to our process.
Yeah, because otherwise they're all gonna be sending these.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I was.
However we wanna see it, right?
What's going on the lady?
Something.
We might not be paying saver and see that